Hi everyone, my name is Brenjan and I'm from the Blue Corner Dive Center. So today's video is about BCD. Okay, so for those people who still don't know how does the BCD looks like, well, here you go. So what do you see in front here? Okay, in front of you, this is what a BCD. Okay, so this BCD is the one that every diver use to go for scuba diving to make sure they become neutral buoyant when they swim under the water, and to be a positive buoyant when they're relaxing on the surface while waiting the boat to come and pick the diver up. Right, so what are the things that I always check with my BCD when I go for scuba diving? Okay, especially when I go for a dive trip, right? So yeah, every diver wants to be safe, right, when they go for scuba diving. So that's why you always need to check with your BCD. So for me, I have three parts that I always check with my BCD. Okay, the number one is the leakage. Okay, so for the leakage, all you have to do, okay, just inflate air into the BCD, and then after you've inflated air into your BCD, then bring the BCD and try to soak inside the water, okay, and check properly whether your BCD have a leakage. So if you spot any bubbles out from any part of your BCD, that is the sign that your BCD have a leakage. So if these things happen into your BCD, all you have to do, just bring to any dive center that's very close to your place, or you can come to our dive center, okay, for servicing and repairing for your BCD before you use for your diving trip. Okay, so after you check the leakage and there's no problem on it, then let's move on to the other one, is your quick release air. So your quick release air, for me, this one is very important, okay, for you to check, because this is the major problem that always happens to any type of your BCD. Okay, the problem is it's easily to be break. It's break it because maybe we fully inflated so much our BCD, okay, and because of the pressure that they receive around this area, okay, that is the one that causes and make the quick release air easily to be break. So all you have to do, you just open the head, okay. Once you open it, and this, once you open it, okay, you just make sure that the neck around this side, okay, doesn't have any break on it, okay. And if you check, make sure the nylon, okay, still stick with the glue over it, okay. Yeah, looks like my one is just look very well for me to use for my diving trip. Right, so this kind of BCD, they have two types of they have two quick release air, one on the shoulder here and the other one at the bottom here. So check both and make sure both also are function well. The third one that I always check with my BCD, the third one, okay, is this one. This is what we call the inflator host. Alright, so what is the things that you need to check with your inflator host is your button, okay, for the inflate and deflate. So how do we check the button if it's function well? All you have to do, press it, okay, make sure it very smooth to press. Same goes with your deflate button, okay. So make sure it's smooth, no problem. Make sure there's no jam or stuck when you press with the button. And my recommendation for you guys also is try to orally inflate to your BCD, okay, just to make sure when you blow in, the air can goes into your BCD, okay. Right, so that's the things that I always check with my BCD when I go for a scuba diving trip, right? But for you guys, you still can add more on what you want to check with your BCD. For example, is maybe you want to check with your buckles, okay. Make sure look properly, they don't have any crack on that buckle, okay. Same goes here, right? Unclip and clip it and check, make sure there's no break on it. And then you can check as well the strap. Make sure it's easy to release and tighten it up. Same goes here. Yeah, it's all good, right? And check, make sure you have this hose clip and your octopus holder for you to keep your octopus in your SPG, right? So that when you go for a dive, it will not dragging all the marine life, corals, especially the corals under the water. Okay, so that's it for me. Okay, and if you require any info about scuba diving gear, okay, you can always come and find me in our shop at the Blue Corner. Okay, location in Desa Sri Hatamas, Kuala Lumpur. Okay, so yeah, stay tuned and hopefully I can see you guys in my next video about scuba diving equipment. Ciao!